Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, well, first off, I have a few announcements. The first announcement is that I will be making some new shirts. The first shirt will be releasing on Sunday, make sure I say this correctly, that is the 14th. And that will be available until the 27th of July. This shirt is the Party Hat Ninja, specifically the Miraculous Party Hat Ninja. This is a special limited edition birthday, because of the fact that July 16th is my birthday. I will be releasing a different hat every year around the time of my birthday, which you guys will be able to check out on my merch store. This one will be the Miraculous Hat version. Maybe next time it will be something else, but yeah, be on lookout for that. But the day after, the 28th, until the 30th until the end of August, I should say, there will be another shirt that will be released, the Thank You for 4 Years shirt. At that same time, I will be releasing the Electro Ninja's Lab family shirt, which will have all of the characters. Both of these shirts will have all of the characters, but the Thank You shirt will say Thank You for 4 years. And along with with all of the main characters from Electro Ninja's Lab, which will include Electro Ninja, Dr. Fanu, Professor Lily, Ambrera, Shion, and Electro Ninja, and Punisher Matt. There may be more, but for right now, those 7 are what will be on the shirt. So definitely keep an eye out for that. They will all be Kodakian versions, obviously. And the family shirt will be available forever, but the 4-year shirt will be only available in August, and of course the 28th and 31st of July. So definitely, so if you're interested, then definitely check it out. All these shirts will be available through the link in my description. Also, I will be doing a Q&A shortly after I get 50, as the video for the day that I get 50 subscribers. So if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down in the comments below, or also leave them on my Discord, my Twitter. Both of those are linked down in the description below as well. So yeah. Also, just come hang out with my Discord. We don't really talk much there yet, but maybe once more people show up, then we'll talk more. But yeah. Anyways, into the video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Final Fantasy XVI, which you may have gathered from the title. Now, Final Fantasy XVI has not yet been announced or any other details about it, which is sad. The thing is that we know that 7 will be coming out soon, that the 7 remake will be coming out soon, and we're also getting all of the remakes and remasters for the others, for a lot of the other ones. But most of those are just remasters, they're nothing else. But 15 is at the end of its lifetime, so it's very likely that before long they will be announcing Final Fantasy XVI. So in today's video, I am going to theorize on what I think could happen in Final Fantasy XVI. So, if you guys don't know, Final Fantasy XV is probably the most connected of all of the entire universe. 15 and 14 connect to literally every other Final Fantasy. In the events of Final Fantasy 14 and 15, they reveal that that they do have different dimensions. They are at the you can travel between them. There's a way to do it. It's complicated, but you can do it. So it is happening at the same time. We've also found out that that Final Fantasy VII and therefore 10 are connected due to the fact that Yuffie was a previous queen of was very likely to be a previous queen of in the 15 universe. So she one of the royal arms looks like it would have been one of her weapons. Now this isn't necessarily confirming it, but it does lead me and I think a few others to think, oh yeah, this is the same universe, which therefore means that these two universes are connected. I've said before that I think that 15 has a lot of connections to a lot of the other ones, specifically the non-future ones. So like Final Fantasy IX, which was, holy cow, that was a lot of coincidences for Final Fantasy IX. There's more since I've noticed more since I've made that video, specifically with Dancer, but wow. And it's also connected somewhat to 7 because there's a Cait Sith, but Cait Sith is not that big of a deal there. And Gilgamesh is in all of them, but that's beside the point. Okay, he's not in all of them, but he's in a lot of them. So my question now is, could there be a Final Fantasy that actually connects them in universe? Multiverse, I should say. To just be like, yeah, this is there is actually a timeline. It's thousands of years between each Final Fantasy, but they are all on the same group of worlds. 14 does hint at that because they have mentioned several calamities. I am pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I think that the first is is either a young or an old version of the Final Fantasy IX universe. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I think it's definitely a possibility that it could be the same world. Gaia, I think. Remembering those two worlds is a pain in the backside, which one is which. But it could very easily be the same two worlds, and they've hinted at things like that for a while. So the question then is 16 going to be in one of these other worlds? I don't know. What I would like to see is that 16 would be a more medieval, basically a fantasy world, not a sci-fi fantasy like 7, 13, 8, and all of the others. Not a present-day fantasy like frickin' 15 and I kind of want to say 10 as well, but an actual fantasy like 14, 9, the first 6, all of those, even to an extent 12, but 12 is a bit more closer to futuristic. So what could happen? So a few things that we can note is that we can look at the previous games and determine what gender the main character will be. So the main character, all the way through, I believe it was, yeah, I think it was all the way through 12 actually, have all been male, except for I'm not going to count 11 and 14 because your main character could be either gender. There have been occasional female leads, but it hasn't been super extreme. Most of the time, it's been a male. 7, male. 8, male. 9, male. 10, male. 12, male. 13, finally female. And 15, back to male. I am thinking that the main character for 16 will be a female again. Mostly due to the fact that there have not been enough females. But I think that it could actually work really well to have a female lead character. I could see something along the thing of a girl's trip. Basically, the same similar adventures to what we saw in 15, but it's now girls, and instead of it being modern times, modern fantasy, it would be an old fantasy. Maybe you get a dragon instead of an airship, which would be cool. Rude. I would like to see another thing of where you have to do a bunch of trials in order to unlock the different summons. Like obviously certain summons throughout the games have been you fight them to get your final summon. It goes the same way for Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy 15 to an extent, not completely, but to an extent it does do that. Final Fantasy IX had it a little bit, not much, but it did have some of it. 13 was insane with how much it had, since you literally could not get any summons until you had battled the summon, which I think was freaking awesome because it taught you the mechanics of that summon. So I think that having that again would be good. I think that those have been my favorite parts of the Final Fantasy summon system. So definitely, I would love to see those again. But I want some other magic types. Definitely bring in more classes, obviously, but have weird characters. Like, the last time we had a weird character that wasn't human was, I think, 10. Yeah, or humanoid. Where are the crazy things that we had with Kate Sith and Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII? Like, those were some of my favorite characters. I didn't play much with Q in 9, but I still loved it. Or Quana, whatever his / her name is. It's the best blue mage. Honestly, that was awesome. And even 10 doesn't really count because of the fact that the way they had it was he still looked humanoid. So I would love to see something where they really get to put in their imagination. Maybe you get like some small dragon as your ally. Maybe a cat like what we had with Red 13. Maybe just some bizarre thing. Maybe a summon frickin' becomes your ally. Maybe you can recruit monsters. I don't actually. I know that was a thing in 13 too, but I'm not counting it because it was a very few people liked that game. So yeah. But I want that to be what we see in 16. Fun little things that really made the games just fun. Like, yeah, it can be a challenge to code those things, but we can wait. I mean, we've been waiting for we waited for 15 for 10 years. Like, we can wait for all of these other games for a little bit longer. It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure that they've already started work on 16. Absolutely. I'm curious who the director will be, because if it's Tetsuya Nomura, then holy crap, dude. Give him a break. Holy cow. If you guys don't know how much he's done recently, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, he started with 15. He did... he's the main director for Kingdom Hearts. He's helping out with 14. Don't fight me on this. It's very clear he's helping with 14. He's doing the 7 remake. I think he might be working on the 8 remaster. Like, guys, give him a break. Honestly, let Yoshi P do the events of, maybe have him do 16. He did a great job in making 14 good. Maybe say, okay, now that, have him take a short break from the development of 14, let his team work on, he'll just give him, the workers some basics, like, here, go with this, and then he'll start work on 16. Yeah, sure, bring in the others, but, maybe bring whatever his name is. I forget his name all the time. The guy who makes Nier. Maybe bring him in. He does better with post-apocalypse, but at the same time, seriously, a lot of these, the directors, we need to see them more. Tetsuya Nomura, you're doing great, but please take a break. Holy cow, you're basically you and Yoshi P are basically the ones that are holding this whole Square Enix together right now. I mean, yeah, there are others, but seriously, have those two take care of 16. Have Yoshi or someone else, Yoshi P or someone else take control of 16. I think it would be a lot of fun. 15 was great, absolutely, but definitely have some fun with it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, we need to be careful. We don't want to piss off the fans. Like, guys, have fun with it. I think that's the thing. If the fans think that you're just doing this for the money, then they notice. They're not going to have as much fun with it. Have fun with your projects. Bring in these crazy characters. 7 did extremely well. Is it because of of Red 13 and Cait Sith? I don't know. I don't think so. But those two added to it. Have fun-loving characters. Stop having these edgy dark boys. Like, 9 is my favorite game. And you know why? It's because of how fun frickin' Zidane is. And the relationship between him and Garnet. So, what you should do is you should just have fun. Make a game that has fun. That's all we care about. Like I said, this is what I would do if I was in charge of what would happen in Final Fantasy 16. I don't want to take a guess at what the story will be, because we haven't seen anything on it yet. But basically, yeah, it's going to be saving the world again. Everyone knows this. Is it going to be something like, oh, it's just a single... you're dealing with just one major enemy that, he wants to destroy the world, but it's not like if he succeeds, the world will be destroyed. He wants to be king again. That was what 15 was. And 13, yeah, if they hadn't succeeded, it would have been the destruction of the world. And the same goes for a lot of these games. I think that was one of the reasons why 15 didn't do as well as it probably should have. Not because of the fact that there was stuff missing, because honestly there really wasn't. It was pretty obvious, like, why does he have the scar? He went into a dangerous situation, people. Of course he's gonna cut. We're lucky that it was just the one scar. Oh, he was battling. Yeah, he's gonna lose his eyes. We're lucky that was it. Honestly, a lot of these people, it's like, what? He was missing for a while. Yeah, I'm glad that they added story for that, but even still, it was like, people, that's not the real issue that you're having here. It's the fact that they went from saving the world in frickin' 13 to, like, people still liked 15 more than 13, but it went from saving the world in 13 and 14 to saving the country. So, yeah, probably continue to do the whole save the world, or don't go to the extent of saving the galaxy or saving the multiverse. We've got that in 14. Be careful with that, because that's only the MMO fans are going to be the ones that are doing that stuff. So don't go into that, because that's hard to beat. So don't try and one-up yourself that much. Just be constant, and it will probably be fine. But definitely do have fun with it. Like I said, for anyone who makes games, just have fun with your games. Don't think, oh, I want to make money, because if you don't have fun, which is kind of the same situation for me, when I wasn't having fun, I wasn't making videos. Like, I was upset that I wasn't gaining subscriptions, but when I started making these videos for fun again, I started gaining subscribers again, which, thank you guys. But yeah, definitely just have fun with whatever you're doing and enjoy yourselves. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys want to see in Final Fantasy 16 down in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because, like I said, once we reach 500, not 500, once we reach 50, I'm doing a special video. I'll be doing a Q&A, so again, leave your questions down in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. But on!